start planting soybean on the little farm for the year 2017. And I'll tell you what, it had been a fight today to get this far along. There was a wheel bearing we noticed last night on that seedbed finisher you just saw take off and create that cloud of dust. This is where I'm going to start this year planting. And I'll tell the rest of that story in a little while. Let me get started planting. Trying to get lined up. I got it now. I want to see that outside drill in that tire mark on the ground there that you're looking at. About a foot of width, well, about 10 inches of width between my front tractor tire and that planter tire mark. Puts that outside drill right in the tire mark. I'm drifting all over the place here. I'll have to stop recording and try again. today. We were slow getting out here to start planting. Had a beautiful morning, but because we were unable to locate a seal for a bearing and a wheel hub, we could get out here and start planting until about an hour ago. And now, if you look up at the clouds, it don't look very good. I just stopped a minute ago and asked Cousin Scott to pull out his smartphone, take a look at the Doppler radar, and out of the west, it's got that red stuff in it. It's gonna be a pretty good rain. Right now I'm starting to see a few sprinkles moving in on me. Well, I'm gonna sit out here and drag this drill until the ground's wet, then I'll stop. Then I guess I'll have to fix the ground again. I guess that's another real big benefit in no-till. Everybody, thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't get a very good video today. Well, that was simply amazing. I was over there in that other field, and a big old dark, ugly cloud came up. I kept on planting. I'd already made up my mind. I didn't mind getting wet. I was going to plant that prepared ground. That's another big advantage with no-till. But we stopped and looked at the Doppler radar. It was coming right at us, just like I said. That thing got about a half mile to the west of us, and it split up into two separate storms and went around us. All the dark clouds went away, the sun came back out, got bright and pretty. So I finished that field. Now I'm headed over here to the Allen field. It's a 5-acre field. And let's see what time it is. 10 minutes to 6. So I've got a pretty good feeling I'm going to get to try out these lights. Brought a 1/2-inch wrench with me so I can adjust these, tweak them down a little bit. But I do need to be able to see that front tire down there following the tire mark from that planter back there. Yeah, once I remembered how to do this, it's pretty simple. It just works out for me that this little tractor and this planter line up real nice with one another. I love one of these days when Cousin and I can both be here running 2 tractors and having a big old time. He's running that, we call it a seed bed finisher. Some people call it a field cultivator. Heard a fella call it a do-all tool. But he's already got so far out there, I don't think I can catch him with the zoom. Oh, man. Yeah, this is, zoom back out here. This is the Allen field. I was over here earlier this morning. Cousin was running the finishing disc, trying to bust up some of these heavy clods. And I was still trying to get the seal for the wheel bearing problem. Went 3 different auto parts stores, and then finally back to a big shout out for O'Reilly's. There's a fella down there named Joseph. And he stayed on that for me, and he got me the part I needed. So that problem's solved, and you can see the wheels back on the seed bed finisher, and we're out here using it. I wasn't about to go back to planting in a ruddy field. I did that the first 2 or 3 years. I always had a rut that just bugged the pudding out of me. So I said, no, I'm not doing it. We'll find the part. And planting early anyhow. I was thinking to hold off until May, but this weather has gotten, I don't think there's going to be any more cold weather down here, any more cold nights that are going to hurt these plants. So, let me roll and start down this and see if I can't get a straight road. Because if the first road's straight and I can stay in the wheel mark, I can make the rest of them straight too. Here comes Cousin, I'll get one more shot of him. We've had a good time here today. Even with the aggravation of trying to get apart, we still had a good time. The ground's pretty dry. That wheat that I put all that nitrogen on is suffering. It needs some water. The wheat that I didn't put nitrogen on, it's doing pretty good. It's tricky using this zoom and holding this camera in my hand. But anyhow, that's that. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Let me get to work. I'm kind of struggling with this planter and this camera, so I'm going to put the camera down for a while. There's some of that wheat that doesn't have all that nitrogen on it. It's still standing up looking pretty. But the wheat that we put nitrogen on, it's suffering. It wants the water bad. Everybody, thanks for watching.